Koyamora.
Koyamore.
Koyamore.
Disgusting.
Koyamore. Well, Sam is in South Africa.
Now he's thinking about me every night. Oh, is it that sweet? I guess so. Say you can't sleep, baby. I'm
But anyway, yeah, so we are here in South Africa,
In Cape Town.
in Cape Town. We came down from Joburg to see this gorgeous lady, and she is here. She was here for a wedding,
Yeah.
and then just to see family and stuff. So it's been 3 years
Yeah.
since we've
Thought
seen
it
each
might
other.
be time to come see these two.
Yeah, she only booked the flights for us. That's like my... I'm lying to myself.
That's
and
what we're
saying
telling everyone else.
It's not like I had a wedding on my mum's 60th or
that.
anything.
No, it was just for us. But it's been so nice, honestly, like seeing you again. It was also... What are you
I got a
doing?
message on my phone.
Sam's priorities
Sorry.
are so off, yeah?
I was just confirming a reservation for dinner tomorrow night. It's confirmed.
Okay, very good.
Very
I'm
good.
just paying out of her ass for a reservation. But we honestly, Sam and I were saying it feels so weird, like when we saw each other for the first time. It was like weird, like being able to touch each other. Like I was like, maybe I should FaceTime you so this feels normal, because this has been like such a virtual relationship.
I'm so hungover.
Yeah, no, we're all a bit rough.
We are severely hungover, but it's the only day we could film. So,
So you guys are enjoying this while we have energy before it's gonna...
honestly, when we were driving down Chapman's Peak, I had all the energy in the world. Now, I could fall asleep.
You're gonna go through. You're gonna have the highs and lows
Yeah.
today. You're gonna be doing that,
100%.
and then
And-
tonight you're just gonna be out.
And we're going to capture all of that for you on this
Yeah.
road trip.
I want to do like a little montage.
Share.
She's very bad at
Sorry.
sharing. Sorry.
I really hope you could hear Sav through all of this. I'm pretty sure.
I'm loud enough that everyone can hear me.
Yes.
What?
Couldn't hear you. But last night we went out for my mum's farewell / very early birthday dinner, and yeah, I ended up drinking a bit much. But we saw my little cousin Chloe, and we asked her because she's been watching our podcast. So, hi Chloe. But we asked her if there was anything specific she would like us to chat about, and she asked us to do a podcast about our firsts. So that's what this one's going to be about.
Yeah. We don't know much more than that.
Yeah, that's all
We
of it.
really haven't given it thought.
The hangover was too thick today to be able to think about
anything
this.
further. So we're just gonna chat about our first.
Yeah. We
mean-
took a drive and like half an hour to the other side of Cape Town and was sat in front of a beach trying to film this episode on the severe hangover.
Hold on. I'll film it on my side so we can have a cut.
Of,
show
like,
what
our-
our
So yeah, this is the view from our side of things. There's a kid.
fucking child.
There's a kid.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's illegal. I don't think I can actually film a child without their consent.
No, I don't think you can.
But this is
Make
our
sure it's
view.
not. Yeah. So this
Anyway.
is our view.
Beautiful day at the beach.
Yeah. I said to Sav, I was like, so Sav, do you want to go onto the beach? She was like,
No. Sav hates the beach.
I hate sand.
unpopular opinion. Nobody
Yeah,
likes
I'll
that.
add it to the list of very unpopular opinions that I have. But
Let's not go into the whole Scarlett Johansson thing.
No. That's another podcast on its own.
Yeah.
Unpopular opinions. I think that's a good one.
yo, I'm going to get berated.
Yeah, no, Sav, you're gonna
I have way too many opinions.
We love it though.
Aw, thanks.
That's why you're here.
Yeah, that's why we have a podcast. Guys, I have scratches all over my hands. I have no idea what I did. I also pulled my shoulder out last night.
Whipping her hair back and forth on the dance floor.
Once upon a time, I used to be a very big party animal.
We can't do this.
I'm not like that
We're
anymore.
not built for this life anymore.
No. Last night she definitely came out though. She was whipping her hair left, right, and centre, and slut dropping, but I've pulled some muscles.
I felt like it was like a mom's night out, like for us. Like that's what I
Honestly?
felt like.
It was so bad.
I don't know if we looked like that. To be like,
Definitely look like that.
like they haven't been out in a while.
Yeah. I was so funny. So okay, this is actually a very funny story. Sorry. So we were at Zen's mum's farewell dinner, and then we like got up and stood inside Ahsoka where we were. We're like dancing, whatever. And then we're like, oh guys, like let's go somewhere else. And I was like, do you know where I haven't been since uni? Let's go to Village Idiot. So we're like, okay, cool, let's go to Village Idiot. And then we start telling everyone, like, okay, like we're leaving, we're going to Village. And
everyone's a lot younger.
Everyone's a lot younger. So
They're
Zen's
like-
brother and all his friends were there. And they
Yeah.
were all like, no, guys, do not go to Village now. It's way too early. It was like 10:30. They're like, it's way too early. You've got to go later. It's going to be dead. Like, there's no one going to be there. The tables are going to be empty. And we kind of all just looked at each other. We're like, yeah, we'll go somewhere else before. We walked out of Soka and we were like, oh my God, that
Right.
sounds so nice.
That sounds so good.
Let's just sit outside, have a chat, couple cigarettes, laughing,
Margaritas.
like margaritas, keep it so nice and light with the music in the background.
And we were all like, yes.
That sounds amazing. And all the like youth were like, ugh, don't go now.
No, yeah. They were all like, no thanks. And then they got there and all of them were like, because they eventually arrived, much to their dismay. They didn't last long. Like all of them were there and then they were gone.
Yeah, where did they go? Did they go out?
I have no idea actually.
Because we were there until the sun came up.
No, we were not.
Basically,
were
it's
you
like
seeing?
2 a.m.
Oh yeah, no. Fair enough.
That's basically sunrise in my books. If I'm awake at that, I should not be awake at that hour.
No, absolutely not. Unless I'm like going to some. I
Unless
don't
I'm
know.
going to the airport, I'm not awake then.
Yeah. I was gonna say there's no exercise class that starts at that time, so
Jesus.
I'll die. No, agreed. Sav is gonna swallow every single one of you watching during this podcast. Take a sip of whatever you're drinking every time Sav yawns during this podcast, or one of
Oh
us
no,
actually.
don't talk about yawning.
Oh, there we go.
It's now contagious.
Yes, it is.
I yawned so much in the last episode. Don't know if you noticed.
Oh no, you did. You were like, oh, sorry, the whole podcast. I was like, okay, lovely.
You guys entertain me.
What was?
Okay, firsts. Should we start talking about firsts?
Yeah, let's talk about firsts. Which one do we want to start with?
Let's start just tame.
First kiss.
First kiss. I was 14. I was in grade 8.
I was in grade 8.
14. I was 14 and it was like my first boyfriend. You know your first boyfriend thing. And we went to the movies. I didn't tell my mom that I was going to the movies with him. I told her I was going with friends. And
Yes, the classic tale.
Yeah, the classic tale of I'm going to the movies with some friends. And it was my first. I was so nervous. Like he came, like I could, like when he was like did the whole we're gonna hold hands now, we're gonna do that, and then he like leaned into kiss. I did not know what to do. I was like I didn't know what to do with myself. And then it was actually, for me, it was like such a good kiss. But also, you know, your first kiss you've been hyping up for so long. And I don't know if you guys ever watch those YouTube videos on how to kiss.
No.
Oh,
So I have.
there was like YouTube videos of like these people would be like, okay, this is how you kiss. And I used to do that because I was like, I want to be prepped. So I know what's coming.
Fair, that's probably the smarter thing
So
to do.
yeah, I just didn't want to go in blind and be like, okay, I'm
Blonde.
doing this wrong. I was so scared to do it wrong. And then I was like walking around the house for the next week and I was like touching my lips like I was in a
Oh
movie.
my god, right?
Yeah, I was like, oh my
After
God.
my first kiss, I was like,
Yeah. Oh my god, I'm like you in a movie, it's like, oh my god,
so cool.
first kiss. Yeah, I know. I look back now, I'm like,
give myself an egg.
I know, but yeah, that was my first kiss, and it was actually a really good one. So, why are you side-eyeing? I'm gonna edit this. You know that, right?
Bombastic side eye.
Okay, you tell us about your first kiss, Sloppy.
Sloppy. No, my first kiss was also in grade 8, and it was basically, I'm gonna steal this. It was basically a guy that I had been talking to on BBM. So, remember those days?
Yes.
And basically I went to a school that was an all-girls school, but there was a bridge that connected the two schools together. So I'd walked across the bridge to meet up with him, and obviously it's the same. Like, you're that super nervous. You've been yapping on the phone, and like you have all the confidence in the world. Next thing you're together, and you're like,
Yeah.
hi. So I went across the bridge and we walked around the school and whatnot. And then when I was walking back to go get fetched by my mother, we were standing at the bridge and he'd kissed me. But I was like sitting on the wall that was there. And it was like a little... mwah, cute little... mwah. And then it went a little bit more... a little bit more mouth movements. And then I was like, okay, I've got to go now. And like I shat myself and like ran back over that bridge.
I'm sound effects.
What?
Rice Krispies.
If you kiss, if you sound like that when you kiss.
Samantha.
No, if you sound like that when you kiss. Please.
That's me.
Absolutely not.
Other
What do you mean it's you? Disgusting.
Cut. Right.
I'm not cutting that. Sam sounds like that when she kisses, guys.
I'm kidding, obviously. Okay, so my first kiss, I was in grade 7. Honestly, the story is steamy.
Oh.
Lord.
Of course it is. It's you.
It was, you know warm baths?
Mm-hmm.
So I was at warm baths with a friend and my grandparents. It was a camping holiday. And I met these two, me and my friend, we met these 2 boys in warm baths and we like spent the day swimming in the pools together.
Wow. Like a movie.
Tanning, going on all the rides, all very cute. And then in the evening, we met back up at the jacuzzi, like the late night jacuzzi. And we're like talking, whatever. My friend and one of the guys went for a little swim, and me and said first kiss went up into like the jacuzzis at the top, and we like sat in the jacuzzis and we were like talking, and then he came in and he gave me a little bit of a, and then I literally looked at him and I went, and I turned and I dove away.
And then at what point did you go back?
7 years later when we got into a relationship.
How's that for like the turntables table turning?
So literally, my first kiss, I ended up dating. I think I was in grade 7. And when did we date? I was
23.
No, it was 2020. So we started
You were
dating.
22.
I was 22. Oh, so a couple of years later.
Jesus.
That's insane.
5, 6, 7, 8 years later, we started.
And you
dating.
kissed no one in between. Not one
No,
person.
not one.
I was celibate until I found him again.
The cute little jacuzzi boy.
jacuzzi boy. I know, so bizarre. And I'm actually, well, long story.
Should we refer to him as Jacuzzi Boy going forward?
Yeah, maybe that's a good idea.
Okay.
But I actually, his friend who he came with, him and I actually ended up being really, really good friends. And me, Kirst, and the 2 boys, Carl and Brad, actually all became very, very good friends. We went to a couple festivals together and stuff. Such a small world, and we met in random warm baths. So bizarre, right?
The world is so strange.
I mean, in all fairness, my meeting of Luke was also very strange. He's actually...
How did you and Luke meet?
We met on BBM. But the weird thing is our families have been around each other our whole lives. It's so at my parents' restaurant, my parents have like frames of all the times the restaurant's been put in a magazine article, been put anywhere. And basically the one day, we had already been dating for 3 years or so, and I was looking at this wall. I was actually reading the articles for the first time in 20 whatever years, and I see there goes a little visitor at Take It For Granted, which was his mom and grand's antique shop. And then I added 2 and 2 together, and he's been on that wall since 98. As a baby photo of him has been on the restaurant wall since 98.
What the hell?
I was like, no, surely the fuck not. So yeah, and then from there, we've always actually lived in the same circle. Like, he's never lived far. His mom and dad have always had a shop down the road. My parents have always had a shop there. He lived in Parkhurst. He lived in this road. He lived in that road. And we only met in grade 8.
That's so bizarre.
But we've crossed paths our whole lives.
That is honestly insane.
Wow.
So bizarre. Like, it's such a small world. Yeah. This is like me with my gym crush. We work on the same road. We went to the same gym. We live near each other. We go to the same pub. Gym crush.
Are we calling him? I feel like he needs a name. So we've got Jacuzzi Boy,
Gym boy.
Gym Boy, Gym Rat,
Gym crush.
Gym.
Gym crush.
Crush.
Cool. Gym Crush.
Makes sense.
Because I'm shocking with names. I need nicknames to keep track of what the hell is going on.
Talk about them like fluently.
Yeah.
But yeah, you
'Cause-
guys have also been in each other's space for so long.
Yeah, like in the same vicinity of life. Shooketh.
Shock F.
Shocketh.
Shocking.
I have another first.
Go.
What about your first driving lesson? How did that go down?
I was not expecting that question.
neither.
So I know
I feel like there's a
my
story here.
first
Yeah,
my
I was gonna
first
say, I don't-
driving test. So in our done the practice and all that jazz, I was so nervous to take that test. I threw up next to the car
Oh,
at my test. And then
Oh,
when I did the
sweet
parallel
child.
parking, I actually was failed for parking too close to the wall. And the chick failed me. And then I was just in tears. And I didn't know what to
I
do.
would have cried as well. That's really sad. Wait, how many times did everyone do their drivers? You got it first
I got
time.
it first time.
Well, first time I threw up. Second time I did it in Gordon's Bay because I'd moved to study. And I got too cocky. And I was like nailing all the parking. But then when I was doing alley docking, I was looking at parallel parking checks. So I reversed into the pole, so instant fail. The third time...
God, did you do this?
No, it wasn't. They were like plasticky things. There's no damage. Third time, I'd done the whole thing. I'd nailed parking. I'd done the whole route. On my way back. What?
Keep going.
Yeah. So on the way back on this incline, there was a hobo like pulling his little trolley along the road, and he fell. So then I slammed on brakes. I slammed on brakes, and the car rolled backwards a smidge. So they instant fail. And then I had to do it again. And the guy was, at that stage, the Gordons Bay traffic department and I were best friends.
So, did you get it on that last one?
I got it on the fourth time. But I've never had a crash. So
Touch
I'm good.
wood.
I'm a pretty good driver.
How many times did you have to do your learner's test?
Oh my God. That was like
Twice.
3 or 4 times.
I do think, guys, I really think that anyone over the age of 40 has to redo the K53 because they do not know the rules of the road. They just do whatever they
fair.
feel like.
To be
I
fair.
feel like every couple of years people have to redo K53 because they'd all lose their licenses.
Yeah, that's true.
I hated those tests. I couldn't fucking get it.
So you did it 3 times.
My learners I did like 3 times, yes.
And your drivers you got first
I got
time.
first time. I wasn't supposed to, technically, because I had, I did everything perfectly. And as you're coming into the Randburg testing station, there's always like taxis and stuff. And it's like on a bit of an incline, like getting in there.
Yeah.
So as I'm driving in, this taxi randomly pulls out. So I stop, and now I'm panicking because there's like people watching me. There's like, I was just like stressing, and I wasn't in gear. So I was trying to like pull back, like, but I think I was in like 2nd gear.
Oh no.
And I was just panicking. And then he was like, you're rolling. I was like, no, I know. I pulled myself together, redid it, got myself up, parked, and he goes, and this guy's like big and scary. His name was Easy. I'll never forget. But this like huge, scary man. And he's like saying, he goes, you know the rule. You roll you. And I was like, yeah, no, you roll, you fail. I'm like, please. And he was like, no, honestly, I really wanted to pass you today, but you know the rules. So he's like, it's fine. Let me help you book for your next driver's test. And at this point, I was like so mortified because I was like, I was right there. And I was so upset that I couldn't pick up on the fact that he was like taking my fingerprints and stuff. So
That happened to me as well, actually.
yeah, and so he had told me I failed, but he was like taking my fingerprints and my pictures, and I was like, my first driver's photo looked like rough. And
You thought you'd failed?
I looked so
Taking a photo
depressed.
to put you on the wall.
And then he goes, here's your testing sheet just so you can see where you went wrong. And I was like, thank you. And I was like walking away. I was like, no, look at the bottom. And it said pass. I burst into tears. I hugged Easy. I hugged him. And then I ran and I hugged my really gross, creepy driving, like, guy. What do you call him? Instructor. My driving instructor. His name was John. So creepy. Like, that man was so weird. And like I was crying, and like I remember one of the chicks in the tasting station came running out after me, and she was like, "Do you know you passed?" I was like, "I know, I'm sorry, I'm just so excited, I can't believe it, I thought I failed."
No,
And
guys,
then
mine
that was
did
it.
that. The guy in Gordon's Bay, after that 4th time, he was sitting next to me in the car before we walked in. He was like, and this many points was last year, and this many points was last year, and how could you do this again? And wada. And he's taking this, he goes, come with me. And I go, okay. I was like, I know I fucking failed again. And this man was so tired of me, and every time I redid it, it was with him. So we were first name basis at this stage. And he walks me in and he goes, now sit there. And I'm like, okay. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to be put on the wall of shame. They're going to laugh about me for the rest of my life. And then he goes, no, now do this. And I was like, oh, okay. He goes, okay, now smile. I'm like, what do you mean smile? He goes, smile, you pass. I was like, I had this massive smile, and this man had just kept the joke going, even got all his friends involved. Everyone else in the testing station also knew me, and they were like, man, Savannah, it's okay, you'll get it next time. Savannah, how could you let this happen again? I was like, guys, I'm sorry, I'll see you next week. Because you could get it so quickly.
Yeah.
But they completely just fucked around, and I was
At
so
least he told
happy
you
when I
right
got
before
it.
the photo.
Yeah.
I was still like depro.
My old drivers, you've never seen such a big smile on my face in your life.
I love that, honestly.
And
I love
yours?
that. Mine was very boring. I passed my learner's first time. I passed my driver's first time.
Ugh.
No one surprised me with anything. I'm just an immaculate driver. Sailed my way through the whole thing. I am just perfect.
Don't even bother about tooting your own horn, Sam.
Sorry,
I am
we
also very
actually
humble.
need to get out of the car because there's not enough space for your ego and you.
No, there isn't actually. Can we?
Yeah. It doesn't open. Stick your head
These
out
two
here.
assholes put me in the back of the car. I get car sick. I'm worse. I had way more shots than these two last night. I am so hungover. I'm in the back. I'm car sick, and we're driving down Chapman's Peak like, ooh.
I'm sorry, Denise. I
is not
offered
between
this
me.
yesterday. Denise. I literally yesterday, because I know she gets car sick, I was like, because in the Uber ride, she was like, no, I have to sit in the middle because then I get car sick if I don't. So I was like, okay, cool, perfect. So pre this, I was like, Sam, you can sit in the front because you get car sick. She goes, no, I'm happy in the back. I'll be fine.
Drunk.
No, you
I
weren't.
was being polite. If we were in
This
the
was
Uber,
3 Aperols down. You're not drunk.
I'm a lightweight. I was really drunk when we were at Ahsoka, by the way.
Really?
Didn't
Guys-
notice that.
Guys, honestly, I thought I was going to vomit at one point.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You hold it together.
When I think I went to the bathroom, was it with you when I was skipping and holding your hands behind me? Was that
Yes.
you? Was
No,
that you?
I don't know. You know.
I think it
Wait,
was you.
no, it wasn't in Ahsoka.
No. In
Oh, then it was
Village.
me. Yes, we were
Yeah.
skipping.
And my brother was like, straight after I did that tequila shot, my brother was like, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? He's like, I know my sister. I was like, Wes, I'm fine. I'm obviously not going to go throw up. The whole time I was going to the bathroom, I was like, keep it down. Keep it down.
You, after me trying to prove my masculinity and downing that brandy coke, I was holding down that alcohol. It was like, you know, when your mouth starts like salivating.
That's
And
the
you're like-
worst.
I was trying my best, but it really was just the bubbles from the coke. It was like making everything so uncomfortable. My body was just gonna, and I was like, no, I'm a big girl. I'm a big, strong man. I can keep this down.
Honestly, Savannah was a fucking champion last night.
was.
She necked 2 brandy and cokes like in 40 seconds.
Not
The
even.
boys literally whipped out their phones and started videoing her like, this is amazing.
I couldn't believe
I
it.
love it.
And I've never done that in my life. I don't down drinks,
Sam's
ever.
ego was on the table, and she
Yeah,
would
you came
never
out
let
to
that
play
thing
last
down.
night.
Yeah.
I was the tamest. Like, I didn't do tequila shots. I
Neither.
didn't have a brandy coke.
Matthew Mole was tame. Every time. Sorry, nickname.
Matthew Mole was a tamest, yes.
Because he never downed any of his drinks.
He took the longest to finish a drink.
Him and Sav were supposed to have like a, what was it? It was a brandy and coke downing competition or something.
No, so what happened was he was
I
taking
missed this
really
story.
long to actually drink his drink. Like, all of us had finished our drinks and he still had half of it. We were like, sir, just keep up. Like, we're not asking you to down it, but keep up. He goes, oh, if you're so tough, then you down your drink. And I was like, I will down my drink. Fine. Give me a brandy coke and watch me. And then I'd had like 2 or 3 sips of the first one. Then he had gone to the bathroom. And when he came back, I had downed it with everyone else around me. And they were all in shock. And then he was like, no, I actually don't believe that you did that. And everyone was like, no, she really did. And he was like, no, I don't believe you. I was like, get me another one and I'll prove it. And his mate fucking grabbed his wallet or phone so quickly and sprinted to the bar to get me another one to prove this point.
I've never seen anybody leap up as fast as he did.
It was like a cartoon.
It was so funny.
I feel like I was watching the whole night play out last night, realistically, from my perspective. Because I wasn't like Sav was very much like tuning everyone, like all the rest of that. You were also just like, everyone was doing their own thing and I was just watching. I felt like such a like a voyeur. Like I was just sipping my
Zen was
mug.
on the dance floor with ABBA on her phone going.
Oh my word, so funny.
I think Sav has the security guard. He's now just watching us.
He's making sure we're not doing anything dodgy.
This looks dodgy. No, but I literally think Sav has a photo of me on the dance floor being like, play ABBA.
Which is the funniest thing in the world. Like, you don't ask a DJ to play a song.
I know.
And Zen knows.
I didn't. I just put it up once and then eventually it came on.
It was part of the set, technically. We
'cause
didn't.
my
He played like 5 different ABBA songs.
Yeah, it's part of his set. He knows his crowd.
I think my mom made me laugh so much because she joined us as well, like her and her friends, and she was like, please go ask him to play Voulez-vous. I was like, this music that we are currently hearing from him is so far from Voulez-vous. She goes, please, man. Please just go ask him. I'm like,
And then she was like, Savannah, can you go ask him to play Voulez-vous? I'm like, you of all people also should know you don't ask DJs to play songs.
no. And then she eventually made her way onto the dance floor and up into the DJ booth and was like chatting to the DJ, and apparently she asked him to play a disco set, which is,
Where the fuck was I?
I think you were getting drinks.
Yeah, you were gone for a while. You were getting drinks.
Big Q.
And and then and then she asked him to play a disco set, and I don't know if you realized that his like set changed from being super like heavy to now disco-y.
Yeah.
You don't remember that?
Because my vibes went from here to
Yeah.
here, out the sunroof.
I always love like dancing with my mom. She's so cute. I love her.
I don't remember any of this.
At least we know who was the
You were
drunkest.
so complimentous. I can't believe you were this drunk.
No,
actually
I was bad.
concerning.
The thing is, I can go out and you will never, ever know that I'm drunk. You will never know that I'm drunk. And then the next morning I'll wake up and be like, what happened?
Did you black out?
What did I do? I didn't black out last night, but it's very patchy. It definitely is very patchy.
Zen is never allowed sunglasses. This is a common thing that happens.
No.
She once borrowed a pair of my sunglasses that fell off a game vehicle.
Forgot about that.
Where are those sunglasses in?
They're at home.
Where at home?
They're at home. In my glasses thing.
I haven't seen these sunglasses since we were in the bush, just in case you're wondering.
The bush.
The bush.
The bush.
The bush. These are really nice. I like this
Thanks.
whole vibe.
It's Zara.
Okay, wait, hold on. Back to first. People are gonna be like,
Hold
first. Come on. First time you got drunk.
I don't remember.
First
In
time
a garden.
I got
Yeah,
drunk.
I think I was at home with Kirst.
Oh, so it was tame.
Yeah. It was me and Kirst and my friend Taylor. It was our little trio back in the day. We all got drunk sitting on my patio smoking cigarettes and having like little bits of like a little bit of gin, a little bit of brandy, a little bit of
Oh,
this, a little bit of
no.
that,
Oh.
mixing it all so that my parents wouldn't find out we were drinking. And yeah, we all just got obliterated, and I remember throwing up a couple hours later. You've got a schmutz.
I do.
Yeah. It was like spiderweb hanging.
Lovely. Thank
Sorry.
you.
That was my first drinking experience.
was so tame. Sam's not okay. Someone please assist.
I'm
in-
really struggling, I'm not gonna lie to you.
No.
Okay, Zane, you tell us your story. Savannah, hold this.
Sam's gonna go and vomit. My first, I was I thought you were spread eagle. I was like,
I just need a minute.
I thought you were spread eagle. I was like,
No, I
Jesus.
just need a minute.
My first, I was I wanted to go to the 16th, and my mom and my kept saying no. So I was like, fuck, everyone's going. Like, anyway, And then I eventually was like, no, okay, cool, I'm just going to go sleep over at my friend's. And again, and we then go to the 16th. My parents think I'm still at my friend's house. As I get there, this one chick who was like in the grade above me was like, here, down this. And it was like a styrofoam cup of neat vodka, but like Russian Bear vodka. And I'd never drank before. I don't know how I've done that.
Yuck.
I know. And I was like, oh my God. Anyway, so I did it and I was like, okay. And then suddenly this thing just hit me. I was like
a brick.
And then she was trying to leave to go to another party. I literally remember stumbling to go grab her. I'm like, you've done this to me. You are not leaving me. So anyway, everyone's trying to sober me up and like, oh my God. Then they were trying to message my parents. Like, she was trying to message my parents saying that I was going to sleep over at somebody else's house. And they were like, wait, what? This isn't me talking.
Yeah.
They knew. And they were like, who is this? What's happening? And they eventually came clean, being like, listen, your daughter's really drunk. At this point, this location we were at was like not on Google Maps. So my dad couldn't find it. He just knew.
So irritating for your dad.
I know, he was livid. So eventually they find me. I was crying in the rain because like this chick's parents obviously came down to check on the party and found me. I know. They came and found me wrapped around the toilet. I wasn't even vomiting. And they came and found me wrapped around the toilet, realized they were drinking, shut the party down. And then now I'm like crying in the rain, like sobbing on the pavement.
Like a movie.
And my dad arrives, picks me up, puts me in the car, and like the whole way home I was just like, I love this song, I'm so sorry. Like bipolar. My mom was so upset with me, I was grounded for 6 months after that.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
I would have grounded you.
I had to like
You're grounded!
I would have grounded me too. So yeah, I had to call and apologize the next day.
For ruining the
For
party.
ruining this chick's 16th birthday.
Ugh, no, man, she wasn't that important.
No, I don't even know when I last spoke to her.
Clap. So, quick side note, how are we going to make this into snippets? If it's landscape?
I'll do what we did last time. Remember when we first filmed? And we put it in the background.
Okay, cool. Clap. Thank you. So, my first time getting drunk, it was a house party. I had been going to this friend's house for a while. Like, we had been friends for a while. And obviously, whenever you're there, you have those, like, spins and you have... It's going to connect your Bluetooth.
It's my turn my Bluetooth off.
Okay.
The tire pressure's low.
It's not. This car's bipolar.
No, I think it is, but anyway. So, every time, like, before, we'd have, like, spins and all those, like, sugary drinks. And then the one night we decided, okay, fuck it. We're going to get vodka Russian Bear. Vanilla Russian Bear.
Oh.
And Coke. And basically make vanilla Coke. So it ended up tasting just like it, but there was alcohol inside. And obviously, you're like, this is delicious. I'm going to have 12. Ended up being on the floor in the garden, just lying there, cackling my life away. And then I realized I had to get picked up, but there was a manager at my parents' restaurant, which was basically like my brother, and he came to pick me up, and he was like, okay, cool, let's do a check like what I smelled like in case I smelled like cigarettes, because it was like the one thing I was not allowed to do, and then checked how drunk I was, and he goes, okay, cool, we're going to take the long route home, and that way we will get to your parents, and you won't be as drunk, and you just have to play it cool. Just play it cool, Sav. And I did. But I was so fucked. I literally did not even go near my dad at the restaurant. I was on the other side of the restaurant. And I was wandering around there with the waiters causing havoc. And my dad was like, where's Savannah? I'm like, hi, Dad. Gone. Dipped.
I love that. I actually have a different story.
Oh.
Did anybody like a snack?
I'm good, thank you.
I'll have one. Oh, thank you.
I'm going to tell a story now, so you finish that one. So I actually realized that time of the three of us getting drunk was not my first time getting drunk. My first time getting drunk, I told my parents, well, I don't know if it was, I can't remember what my first time was, actually. I told my parents that I was in the school play, which I was not. So I needed to go on a Sunday night, school night, on a Sunday night to school. Are you listening?
We're listening. A Sunday night to school.
For fucking apple juice. God forbid.
So I was like, I need to go to school because we've got play practice. It ends at midnight. What fucking play rehearsal ends at midnight?
I'm
Anyway,
pretty sure that's child labor laws problems there.
So It was actually, so we were friends with like the older kids in school, and it was his 19th birthday party.
Sorry? 19.
Was he older or younger that he had to be back a grade?
No, he wasn't in school anymore, but he used to go to my school. So I was in grade 8 when they were matrics, and now we were in grade 9. And he'd matriculated already, but
That's
he lived
really
next door to
lame.
the school. So we went, my dad dropped us off at the school, and then we went next door to the house next door for his 19th birthday party. Partied the night away, drank way too much, and then walked back to the school as if my dad was going to fetch us and not smell booze and cigarettes on us. We doubt.
The car gods are fighting, guys. The car gods. Close your window, Xenia.
Guys, close. What the fuck is going on? Can we close this top one as well, please?
They're fucking him up.
What did he do?
I don't know, but they're on. There's 4 of them.
Okay, Zen, can we go somewhere?
Oh no! Don't pull his dress.
Oh, no, guys, I can't watch this. I cannot watch this.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
Oh, he's got a fucking knife. Can we get out of here, please?
So that was scary.
What the fuck just happened? Welcome to Africa! What the fuck was that? Okay, let's find another parking spot.
We're looking for a new place with a view. And then there's just wholesome people having a stroll.
Cool, guys. I think my phone falling at least 17 times, almost like watching people like try kill each other. I think this is our sign that we need to just end it here.
Yeah.
Call it a day.
For
this
today.
was fun. Tune in for the next one. But yeah, no, we're just gonna call a spade a spade. This was fun. We need to relocate because we look
Getting
dodgy.
dangerous.
We're just sitting in my car in the middle of nowhere.
the
But look,
street.
the mountains there.
Mountain.
The mountains.
There's a mountain. We love our mountain.
And the must is gone.
The must is gone with the mountain.
The condensation.
The condensed clear. Clear. Okay, anyway, bye.